All right, to the markets. The S&P is breaking records at breakneck speed. Listen to this. It has taken just 15 trading days for the broader index to claw back all of its Iran war-related losses and to close above 7,000 for the first time ever. Which stocks have propelled it? This is interesting. Just 5 are responsible for 40% of the S&P's 660-point gain: NVIDIA, Alphabet, Amazon, and Microsoft. Since March 30th, when it bottomed, should investors now revert to last year's just buy the Mag 7 factory setting here? To the floor show and Edward Jones managing partner Penny Pennington. The firm has 9 million clients with $2.2 trillion in assets under care. What about that, Penny? Just 5 stocks propelling this big move back up to new highs?
These market highs right now and over the past couple of years really have been driven by a very narrow part of the market.
So do you tell investors stay in those stocks?
So what we say to investors is remain diversified. Take a look at your medium and long-term goals. Ensure that your risk tolerance can handle volatility like this, and ensure that you're funding that financial plan with a group of stocks and bonds, fixed income and equity. And what we say to our investors is there are going to be things in your portfolio at any point that you hate, and there are going to be things that you love, but they're going to switch from day to day, from month to month. And you just mentioned the highs that we're reaching. The research shows us that over the years, just missing 20 or 30 of the best days in the stock market really does have a very negative impact on your overall return over your lifetime.
Is it no longer what's your time horizon, it's what's your risk tolerance?
Both of those things go together. They act in concert, right? So if my time horizon is 6 months from now, when I'm going to close on my first home, then my risk tolerance for my principal to dissipate for that part of my investment portfolio, my risk tolerance is very low. If, on the other hand, I am looking at my grandchild who just turned 2 days ago and thinking, what's my risk tolerance based on what I am putting away for her? My risk tolerance is pretty high because she doesn't need it for a long, long time.
Okay, are you buying Disney? What are you buying for her?
She just got back from one of those cruises. Maybe that's a good one.
Well, there are a lot of people listening right now, and of course, they're interested in putting money away for a longer term, maybe for a child. I mean, what is that mix that you recommend the most, especially considering right now, who would have thought that the S&P 500 would be above 7,000 in the middle of a war? The war is not over. The ceasefire, thankfully, is holding, and it appears there may be a lengthening ceasefire between U.S. and Iran, but also the Israel and Lebanon ceasefire beginning in now it's about an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes.
What's happening geopolitically and even in the markets is rather unpredictable. Our best financial advisors say a good plan is better than any bad prediction. And so what we do for millions and millions of clients is to understand what's most important to them and sit alongside them in the moments that matter in their lives, putting together a financial plan that matches that life plan, and then riding alongside, because the volatility does occur, and that's very emotional, and helping people through those times is the value of great financial advice.
There are some knowables, and one of them is energy. Is it important for most portfolios to have some energy exposure, maybe utilities, because we know that with this huge AI boom, which appears to be a long-term last, that there is going to be huge demand for that. Plus, with these wars, the new target, the soft underbelly of these targets is definitely the grid. They're taking aim, Russia's taking aim at Ukraine's grid, and Iran is shooting at different countries' grids. That's the new sort of hard power move. So is it right, at least for that sector, a piece of it to be in people's portfolios?
We think it's important to be diversified across sectors. And what you point out is very interesting. Sectors and their risk changes. The energy sector at one time was the value stocks, big dividend payers. Today, there is more risk in that sector, but there's also a tremendous amount of investment and growth in that sector that might power the growth part of a portfolio.
Good to see you, Penny.
It's great to see you, Liz.
Right here in Washington, D.C., you're one of the best, and we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.